Hello world, and welcome to another edition of Mixing in the Kitchen. Today we're going to be making something called Carne Guisada, which is like a Spanish beef stew. We're going to be using that sofrito that we made on the last show. Okay, so I hope you guys watched that. If you didn't watch that, you're going to have to watch that before you watch this one. Okay, but the Spanish beef stew, we're going to accompany that with some white rice. And we're going to be going off of Daisy Cooks again today. This is one of the book that we went through last time. Okay, but we're going to do a new spin on it. Okay, my mom's name is Daisy as well, so we're going to be going ahead and doing her twist on this dish today. So hello mom, how you doing out there in TV land or whatever, YouTube land? So we're going to get started now. I want to introduce my DJ today. My man DJ Alex. He's out here in this side of town, down here in the south with me. What's up, Alex? My man, his website is G Mobile DJs Entertainment on Facebook. Okay, you can catch him. You can book him for gigs. You know, he does a lot of clubs. He does a lot of mobile stuff. So you can catch him on that. And he's a really good mixer. You'll be hearing some of his stuff today. And also, what we're going to be drinking today, we're going to be testing out our ale today is called Goose Island Goose Summer Ale. Okay, we're going to be trying that out. Well, our cameraman, my man Skip, and my man John in the house. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we'll be doing that a little later on in the show. But at this point, we're going to go ahead and start cooking our white rice. That takes a little while. We'll get our white rice going, and then we'll go to our carne guisada. Okay, so for the white rice, you want to use 1 tablespoonful of salt. Okay, I like to use some sea salt when I make my rice, and then you want to use 3 tablespoonfuls of oil. Okay, and I like to use olive oil, but you know you could use whatever oil you want to your taste. You know, if you like cooking with vegetable oil, you could use vegetable oil. If you like using canola, you could use that. You know, whatever you want to use. Okay, so 3 tablespoonfuls of oil. I like to use, like I said, the olive oil. Okay, and today what we're making is we're making 2 cups of white rice. We want to go ahead and measure out. I like to use this is called Cilo rojo. It's a pearl rice. Okay, that's just my taste. That's what I like. You can use whatever rice you like to use. Some people like to use the Carolina or whatever. But, this is what I use. So we got 2 cups of rice. You pour that in. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and while it's hot, I have it on medium right now, medium high. Okay. And then while it's hot like that, and you want to go ahead and start just mixing it around. You get your salt and oil all mixed in really good in there. And it's actually kind of even starting to cook a little bit as I'm doing this. I'm going to keep on doing this until it gets like a little opaque. So your rice gets like a little opaque color. Yo, I like that mix, Alex. That's hot right there. You gotta tell me the name of that song, bro. Got Alex on the wheels. Got some good music going, some Latin flavor today. Doing a little bit of salsa merengue. A little bit of bachata thrown up in there. So you want to do this, you want to keep on doing this for maybe about 4 or 5 minutes. You know, keep on mixing around like that. Then we're gonna go ahead and we'll add our water. I usually use some bottled water for 2 cups. Now here's the important part, everybody. For 2 cups of rice, okay, you want to use 2 2/3 cup of water. All right, and we're going to put that on the screen for you so you can see. But you want to use, for 2 cups of rice, 2 2 2/3 cup of water. So that's my 2 cups right there. Okay, and then we're going to do 2/3. You follow that, your rice should come out perfect. Okay, 2 2/3 cup of water. Okay, mix that around just a little bit. Okay, and then we're just gonna go ahead and let our flame do the work. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and let this start boiling. Okay, and then once all the water is disappeared, we're gonna bring the camera back over so you can see how it looks. Then we're gonna cover it up, and we're gonna put our heat on low and let that cook up, finish cooking up. Okay, so now we got our rice going. Okay, you guys already saw how to do that. Okay, got that boiling over there. And now what we're going to show you, I'm going to show you how to prepare your ingredients for the beef stew. Okay, for the beef stew, basically we put potatoes in there. We put our beef, of course, in there. You know, you can buy cube beef. Okay, I usually like to go ahead and cut it up a little bit. A lot of times it comes in real big pieces, and sometimes it has a lot of fat. So you want to trim it up, you know, trim off your fat and things like that. And I already have that done there. That's pretty self-explanatory. Just trim off some of the fat. Okay, then you want to go ahead and cut up your potatoes. Okay, you just cut them up lengthwise like this. Okay, and then flip it over, cut it again, and you got your cubes. Okay, cut it again like this, cut it again like this. You got your cubes. Okay, your last little piece, cut that up. Okay, and then we also add carrots. I usually just buy, you know, some baby carrots. This one's, you know, Green Giant. But those little baby carrots, we're just gonna throw those in. Nothing really has to be done. You can rinse them off. Okay, and then we're also going to add some culantro. If you guys remember, when we did our sofrito, we also added some culantro. This is culantro, C-U-L-A-N-T-R-O, not to be confused with cilantro. Okay, so we're going to be using about eight pieces of culantro. You want to, like I said, like I showed you one time before, it's a leafy green. You want to go ahead and rinse it off. Okay. You want to rinse off, you know, whatever kind of dirt or whatever's hanging out on there. Then you want to cut off the bottom stem. We're not going to be using any of that. Cut all of that off. Okay, and then we're going to use about 7. Like I said, about 7 to 8 pieces of that one there. When we get ready to start doing our meal. Okay. Another thing we're gonna add some olives. Okay. These are just regular Spanish olives. We're gonna add that to our mix. Okay. So the first thing you want to do, you want to go ahead and follow me over here, Skip. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add some oil. Okay. We're gonna add some oil to our pan. The way I'm doing carne guisada today, okay, we're using a pressure cooker, okay? You guys don't have to go out and buy a pressure cooker. You could do this in a regular pot, a crock pot. It's just gonna take longer. We're gonna do it pretty fast in our pressure cooker. It's gonna take probably about 15 minutes to do it in a pressure cooker. If you have one, this is the best way to do it. Okay, if you don't, a crock pot will work. You know, just add all your ingredients in and just let them simmer. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna add to the bottom of our pot, we're gonna add 1 tablespoonful of oil. Okay. And then we're gonna start off with 2 teaspoonfuls of salt. Okay. Now once this stuff cooks up, if you want to have a little bit more salt, you could add a little bit more salt later. It's always best not to add too much salt in the beginning, because you could always add more salt, but once the salt's in there, you can't take it out. All right, so we added that. We're gonna go ahead and throw in our meat. Rinse off our carrots a little bit. Sorry, Alex. Got in Alex's way. Alex over here mixing. guys like that good music playing. Man, Alex be throwing down. So brother Alex in the house. All right. We're gonna rinse off our carrots just a little bit. I'll put the whole bag in there. We're doing, by the way, we're doing 2 pounds of meat today. Okay, so this is the recipe for 2 pounds of meat. So we're just going to rinse off our carrots a little bit, just in case there's anything hanging around on them. Okay. All right, so we got that done. We're going to go ahead and I already got my heat going. You want to put your if you're using a crock pot, you want to put that on medium high. I'm using a pressure cooker. I'm gonna put that on medium. I'm just gonna start adding. I'm gonna go ahead and add my meat. I'm gonna add our carrots and our potatoes. I'm going to add about a tablespoon or 2 of our olives. I like to pour in a little bit of the juice also from the olives. Some of that olive juice, give it a little bit of flavor. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add about 8 of these. This is our culantro, so we'll add about 8. Oh, that was perfect. I grabbed exactly 8. Can you believe that? Okay, we're going to add 2 packets of sazon. Okay. This is Sazon Goya. There's other companies that make it as well. You don't necessarily have to get Goya. Just make sure you get the Sazon. All right, so 2 packets of Sazon. Now, my mom likes to add, if you have it, if you have like the mashed potato flakes, okay, you can add a little bit of that. It gives it more consistency, makes it a little bit thicker. Okay, we're not going to add that today, but you can do that. You can definitely do that. We are going to add 1 can of tomato sauce. Okay, 1 little small can like this of tomato sauce. Okay. And while that's going right now, what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how the rice looks real quick. Okay. I like to go ahead and grab a piece of aluminum foil. Okay, so you bring the camera, come on over here this way, a real quick skip. I want the people to see how the rice looks before I cover it up. So this is all the rice, all the water has evaporated from the rice. This is how you want it to look before you start mixing it around. So at this point, okay, what we're going to do, we're going to mix it around. I could have probably let it go just a little bit longer, but that's okay. All right, and we're going to lower our heat, okay? And I like to put a piece of aluminum foil over the rice, and then put my top on to give it gives it a really good seal. Little trick, my mom Daisy, hey mom, she told me that. Okay, so with that, got that going, okay. Then this already here, I could already hear starting to cook on the bottom there. Okay, so you want to mix in all your ingredients. You don't have to add any water to this because there's plenty of water in the potatoes. Okay, and all that stuff's gonna come out, you know, and it's gonna give it a nice consistency, and we'll have a nice, you know, we'll have nice juice going on this as well. Okay. Okay, and now our main ingredient. Okay, we want to add this as well. This is our sofrito. If you watched my first show, I showed you how to make this. And you add this basically to taste. You know, I get buck wild with it. Okay, I put a bunch in. You know, so you could put in, you know, anywhere from for 2 pounds of meat, anywhere from 4 tablespoonfuls to 8 tablespoonfuls. You know, whatever, you know, whatever suits your palate. Okay, so you see, I'm getting a little buck wild with it because, you know, this really kicks off the flavor. Okay, this really kicks off the flavor of your beef stew. Okay, this is like the main ingredient. You don't want to forget that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and mix that in as well. All right, then you want to go ahead and cover it up. Okay, and our pressure cooker is ready. It's going to be cooking it up. I usually keep it around medium, a little bit past medium, and then when our little red thing pops up and our little shaker here starts making some noise, we'll shut it down. Okay, now while that's cooking, so now we have our beef stew cooking, all the ingredients in the pot. We have our rice cooking. This is a good time. Yo, Alex, you want to take a break from spinning?
Yeah.
Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and do our sample. Okay, so today we're doing our Goose Island Summer Ale. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and rate this for you. So I never had it before. You ever had this before, Alex?
Yes, sir.
All right. You ever had it before, Skip? John, you ever had this? All right. So our camera crew never had it. Our DJ never had it. I never had it. So we're gonna check it out. All right. Brother Alex in the house. My man John behind the camera. My brother Skip. All right, we're all gonna go ahead and just take a quick sip of this, and we're gonna go ahead and rate it. Definitely got that ale. If you like ales, which I do like ales. If you like ales, man, it's pretty good.
Yes, it is.
It's pretty good. I could drink this. I could drink this. I say between an 8 and 9. I give it an 8 or a 9. I think. Give it a 9? All right, my man. Alex gave it a 9. Alex gave it a 9. Skip?
Give it an 8.
Give it an 8. John?
9.
9. All right, so 2 9s and 8. So Goose Island, Goose Summer Ale, we give it an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. So we'll be drinking this the rest of the show. Right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a pause for the cause, and we're going to come back when our meat is ready, so we can show you how it looks when it's all done, and our rice when it's all done. See you in a minute. Okay, so we had all our ingredients in here. We had the heat on high. Basically, I didn't cover it up. You don't cover this thing up until your ingredients get to a boil. So you have your heat on medium. You get it to a boil. Once it starts boiling, then you cover it up. When this thing here starts going crazy and starts shaking around like that, and your red thing pops up, okay, then you're ready to go. You flip this to the side and let a bunch of all the steam come out. Okay, you don't want to open it up while it's still pressurized. Okay, let all the steam come out. Right now, see, there's no steam coming out of it right now. Okay, so you go ahead and press your handle, open it up. All right. You want to get a picture of that, Skip? So we got our beef stew. Okay, that's our Carne Guisada. Okay, we'll go ahead and Our rice is done as well. That's how our rice is looking. Okay. Mix that up just a little bit. Okay. Just break it up. Perfect white rice. See that? Tastes delicious. Okay. So what we'll do, go ahead and get some on this plate here. Now some people, they like to put their stew over the rice, you know, and some people like to put it to the side, okay? Go ahead and grab okay, I like to put mine right over the rice, okay? Get some juice on there. All right. And there you have it. Carne Guisada over white rice. Perfect dish. Very easy to make. If you have a pressure cooker, you can have this, you can get this meal done within about a half hour, you know, minus the prep work. So I want to thank all you guys for coming out. We had our pale ale, Goose Island, Goose Summer Ale. Thank my man Alex for coming out. You know what I'm saying? To mix it in the kitchen. I appreciate you, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Good mixes, man. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you, bro. Just go ahead and kick it out, man. Ride it out, brother. You know what I'm saying? Show the world what you got, homie. Peace.
¿Y qué pasó?